Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there. But give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were. They were able to make the tackle short of the line.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set, second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pass rush testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Because they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. They're pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
This is the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the ball is hauled in. Goes down after the catch. That's a solid gain, but still not enough for the first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back to pass. It's Morton. Looking for the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Powering through the defender. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They'll hand it off.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Gators are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
1st and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Now the important going after attempt. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll run it with the draw play. That's a strong play by the defense as time expires in the first period.
Virginia Tech 3.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. You make the tackle, but there is a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
He shreds the tackle. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 10. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point try coming now. And the point after makes the lead 8. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hands make a play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, it's tipped at the line and intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Return to pick six. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, the key there is the defender gets his hands on the football, just knocks it up in the air. At that point, it's a free ball. Anybody can get it. But the concentration to come down with the interception and then the speed to be able to take it into the end zone. Just great focus and concentration.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second and long now at the 17. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
First down here for this offense. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Important third down play coming up. Quick throw caught on the left side. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. Back out on the field now. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Misses the receiver, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
To throw, it's Morton. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 28-6. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Gators offense retakes the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situations. Much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from defenders. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Hokies line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. The ball is loose. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he's off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Back to pass. It's Morton. Bringing pressure. Tipped and then drops. Chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers. I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
They just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's the running back in the flat.
You know, this doesn't show up in the stat book the next day, but I love quarterbacks that are willing to be patient and not always feel they have to force the ball with a throw downfield. Here he just checks it down and picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Quarterback drops back. Snags a good throw. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. To the air, it's Morton. Short throw complete to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And the Gators will have to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner will be brought down. Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll be brought down. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Trying to extend the play. It's a fumble. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Quarterback still with the football. Football comes out. Defense has got the football. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. The 30. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 35-6. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Tech offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. A grab down the middle. It's Gomez.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
A completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw yet again. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway to set up the offense at the 38.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Any team that likes to run the toss and can do it successfully means they can win the battle on the edges. When you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner, they got it done there for a very nice game.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Morton. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Tough position, second and long from their own 12. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? You'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat...
It's a fake. Looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. This one falls incomplete. The fake does not work. Gamble does not work at all. The punter showing why he's not the quarterback.
Yeah, they try to catch him napping here, but let's give credit to the return team. They were able to force that incompletion. But I like the call, but the execution most definitely could have been better.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Game moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Florida. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. That's a design quarterback keeper. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The Hokies will bring their punt team on the field now. I doubt they'll try another fake here. Pass earlier just did not work. They'll kick it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.